Action. All right. I'm back, you back, we back, just like a smile hole. You already know it's me, your girl P, your favorite bitch, and your favorite witch. And welcome back to this week's episode of Postscript, also known as PS, the talk show. And of course, you know, it's me, your girl P, your lovely, lovely host for this episode. And we're going to jump right into it with P's favorite pieces. The first thing I want to say is, I don't know if y'all saw this or if it's even still around. I think this came out maybe 2 weeks ago, and I forgot to talk about it last week and the week before that. But they did a Wednesday and Wendy's collab. So it was like different little sauces you could try. So far, I've only gotten 2 of the sauces because like it's not no name on the sauces. They're like mystery sauces or whatever. So, and then one of them was like a spicy ranch and the other one was like a spicy ketchup. And then it had this really cute spoon. The spoon is purple and it says spoon of gloom, I think. Yeah. The spoon's purple and it has like a little tombstone on it, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there's that. So I meant to talk about that a couple episodes ago and I never did. So I also don't even think I mentioned that I saw Q.T.N.A Man last week for her sold out Houston show. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Not only did I see Q.T.N.A Man, she brought out Mona Leo and she brought out Callie. Oh, talk about a good show. It was so lit. Everybody knew every word. It was packed, but it wasn't like people was pushing, and I was very like happy about that because you know me, Mrs. Front Row Ho. So because the Kid show was so good. I hope y'all listen to her new song because she let us hear it, a little snippet at the show. I was real excited about that. She brought people up on stage and they was like dancing. And it was just like such a good show. Like I love her so much. And I'm so happy that I discovered her when I did. And I'm happy that, you know, I live here, her hometown. And I get to see her, you know, thrive and grow and become who she exactly already was. Shout out to Big Bar Mommy. I also don't think I mentioned that I went to see Adult's Dollar Tree when I was there. Because y'all know I love me a good Dollar Tree. Found me a couple of things that I haven't seen before. Maybe I'll bring those next week and actually like show you the items. And then also the last thing I want to talk about for P's favorite pieces was the Bend and Snap class that I went to with Dawa. That class bomb worked me out, okay? Okay, it's not no cute, just like, oh, we're gonna lay here on mats and just do the thing. No, you're gonna get into it. You're gonna get into it. But I felt so good afterwards. I felt so much lighter. Shout out to Ben and Snap. Shout out to everybody that came to the class. It was great. I also weighed myself when I was in Seattle and I lost 3 pounds. That's for me, girls. I want to lose 3 pounds. Oh my God, what? You're so skinny. Yeah, I feel I have been picking up on the cardio, so maybe that is what, you know, helped me lose the 3 pounds. And for questions that need answers, have you allowed yourself to be seen? Have you allowed yourself to be witnessed? Have you allowed yourself to be the main character? Because we've been talking about that a little bit for the last couple episodes. And I hope you have. Because you should. You deserve it. What pissed me off today is, unfortunately, in the climate of the world that we live in, it really just like blows me that people don't want things to be fair or equal. They just want to be able to be in the spot of the oppressor so that they can look down on somebody and say, this is this and that is that. That's kind of what I have to say. Conscious Con, I just really wanted to talk about, you know, with Leo season and the Kazemi and all that good stuff I was talking about last week. Step into that spotlight. Step into center stage. Shout out to all the Leos. So yeah, shout out to my stepdad and his twin. Their birthday was on the 14th. I think they turned maybe 67 or something like that. So yeah, shout out to all the Leos. Shout out to the people who are living in their main character era. Bar for bar, honorable mention, again, because I saw Ken last week, Black. I love that song. And I also love how it don't have no intro. It don't have no, like, wait, no rest. No, as soon as the beat drops, she is rapping. Brown skinny called me back. 30 inches down my back. Might be new to some of you bitches, but I've been popping since way back. See me and y'all done with some bosses. I love trips making out the chat. Y'all be once a year in Miami. Posting pictures taking me back, bitch. I love that song. And it was really good to hear that song live. So that's this week's Bar for Bar, Black by Q.T.N. NAMELE. And we're gonna get into our last and final and favorite segment. Hashtag I cannot make this shit up. I hope you've been living in your limelight, living in your truth, being witnessed, being seen, being saw, being sold. All that good jazz. Leo gives you the time to be seen because Virgo is the doer and the planner, if that makes sense. Because now I feel like Virgo is going to be a little bit more associated to discipline, whereas Leo is a little bit more closely associated to your confidence and sense of self. So when I was writing and I've said this before, and I don't even remember what I was talking about, what I specifically I remember singing this song. I was writing the script for the show, and all I kept hearing was that song from Life Size. Shine bright, shine far, don't be shy, be a star. I don't know why I kept hearing that. I was listening to Maddie's show, and a little fun quote that I wanted to share that she said about, Virgo season coming up soon. I believe it's on Saturday, but we're going to get into the specifics of that very soon. She said, she was like, what people be saying, ain't no party like a Virgo party, because a Virgo party, she was like, has cups, napkins, coasters, name tags, color-coded. Like, and I was just like, that's so real, because I'm a Virgo moon, so I'm a very organizational kind of person. Just always color-coded, separated, together. I know what's what, where's where, who's who, why's why. And luckily I was raised in that manner too, so that was something that just always spoke very well to my Virgo moon, was routine and ritual. And also, I just want to say, while we're here, I feel like when people think of routine and ritual, they think of those words as being something grandiose and ordeal. Routine and ritual is something as simple as brushing your teeth every day. That's something that's so mindless because it's something that you've done for so long. So you can do other things like that for yourself and bring other habits like that into your life that are just mindless, because you start to do them and start to become more familiar with them, and you start to identify them with whatever part of your day or whatever the case may be. So ritual and routine don't have to be something big, ordeal, grand. So, Virgo is the planner, the doer. What have you been brewing? What's cooking? What's happening? What you been thinking about? What you been working on? Is it time for you to, we've been talking about that writing phase. Is it time for you to post your first draft? Who knows? I'm not pressuring you. I'm just asking. I don't know. So on the 22nd, we will officially enter Virgo season. Shout out to all the Virgos. Happy birthday to y'all. And for that, it was in the syllabus. It's in the syllabus. It's always been in the syllabus, and it still is in the syllabus. I saw one of my old professors at my school. He wore that shirt. I want to say maybe on like moving day when the kids came to the school or something. I don't know. And I was just like, that's so... It touched a very specific spot in my brain, because I was just like, that's so college coded, because teachers really be like, it's in the syllabus. Oh, it was in the syllabus. And then, like, sometimes it'd be, like, little side quests, little side projects, whatever you're supposed to do. And somebody be like, when they say that? When we supposed to do that? And you'd be like, it was in the syllabus. Woo, that was funny. That's very Virgo, like, coming through with a checklist. Coming through, Virgo is your blueprints, your standard operating procedures, your directions, your tutorials, how you do things, how you complete things, how you approach doing things. So, and then also, if this astrology shit is fake, then like, why does school start in Virgo season? But then not only that, because I feel like Virgo season, we're going to get into it a little bit deeper in a little bit in a second, but Virgo season is like the practice, preparation, prepare phase. Because, right, we was talking about school starts. School starts for, like, a couple of weeks, and then you get, like, a little break for whatever day it is that the pool's closed. Labor Day, Memorial Day, I always confuse those two. I don't know. So I feel like them first little couple of weeks, that was your training camp for you to really get used to stuff, for you to really, all right, be like, hey, this is what's happening. This is what this is. All right, these are my teachers. This is that. This is the schedule. Whatever, because then after that little break, that's when school starts for real. So just think about life in that way too. So Leo season ending, Virgo season starting, being that them first little couple weeks of school. Prep. We not trying to kill ourselves with overcommitting to wanting to change our entire life overnight. Stay in the focus, stay in the now. This isn't per se the time to be like blinders, tunnel vision. be aware of all things and how they're moving so that if they need to be improved or replaced in the system, they can be. Right? Right. And so when I was saying earlier, we're going to get into a little bit deeper with the Virgo thing. Virgo being the person coming through with the checklist, with the ritual, with the routine, that can easily start to look and feel like perfectionism. Because I'm a perfectionist. I get it. I get it. I get it. When you start to think of that perfectionism and those traits associated with that, you start to then you have negative thoughts, negative habits, like, you know. So just be very aware of that. This isn't the time for you to be all or nothing, because I do have that kind of shadowy kind of habit, all or nothing, right? So this isn't necessarily time for that. We still in them first couple weeks of school. We getting used to everything, trying to get it all together, put it all in its place. And then once you put it all in its place, you get a little bit of a second to jump back, think about it. And then you really got to be ready to get into it, because when you're ready to get into it, that's when those eclipses going to start. And we are, I told y'all, are in the eclipse portal right now. So this is your time for, like, this is when they start to tell you, like, okay, all right, you know, it's going to be a storm coming, but it's going to be like in a couple of days. You still got some time. We still got time. We still got time. So just start to prepare your storm kit, right? Because, and this is another thing too with the whole astrology thing. It's so funny, like, if you really watch it and look at it and understand what's happening, because when we have this week with Virgo season coming, so that means that the sun and the moon are going to change into the sign of Virgo. Welcome, i.e. Virgo season, right? Right. The other thing that's going to happen, the 23rd of August, which is Saturday, we're going to have a new moon in Virgo. So new moons are your time to pour into, because they're empty. You know, a full moon is when things illuminate. I haven't really started to get into or break down the in-between lunar phases, but maybe we'll start to sprinkle that in. I just don't be wanting to put too much jargon and stuff in here, and then people not be understanding what I'm saying, because I really be needing the message to get across, because I really be trying to help you. On Saturday the 23rd, we're going to have a new moon in Virgo. New moons are the things that you pour into. They're the ones that you set your intention with. They're the ones that you turn over a new leaf, change the outfit, change it around. I've been saying that. The outfit should be about to be picked and changed, okay? All right, that's what I was talking about. Astrology is so funny if you really watch it and understand, because with this week, like I said, we're going to have sun, moon going into Virgo, new moon in Virgo, and then there's a square happening with Uranus or something like that. But I'm not even talking about that right now. The only thing that's happening is the new moon. The sun and the moon is changing. That's it. Ain't nothing. Y'all know how I be saying, oh yeah, this is gonna square opposing this and this, that. It ain't nothing else happening right now. That's a joke, right? Because it's just like, yeah, let me chill. Let me relax. Let me get everything together before eclipse season come. And I be talking about, well, this transit was this, and this was that, and this was conjuncting that, and then those were squaring that, and then, right? So I'm really trying to let you know that once we get into eclipse season, you need to be changed into that new outfit, and it needs to be changed around. Okay, back to the hoodoo ho. So if you're a non-witchy person, I would say just pick one thing that you can commit to for it to become something mindless. I didn't say change your entire routine, day, habit. If you want to drink more water, make that a thing. If you are a person who hates doing dishes, when you're finished with the dishes, just rinse them and put them directly in the dishwasher. So that then when you have enough dishes, just run the dishwasher. So then you don't have to do all the thing, right? I mean, me personally, I don't wash dishes. They go straight to the dishwasher. I'm not doing that. So just do something small if you can, if you're willing. If you are a witchy person, I want you to ask a very niche, a very specific, a very particular question, and then divine on it. I don't know, you know, whatever you use. Maybe you use candles, cards, tea leaves, dice, bones, whatever, you know, whatever you, however, wherever. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. Please make sure that you continue to come back, subscribe, share, turn on the bell, tell your folks, and bitches be mad 'cause they be hating, and bitches be hating because they be mad. Always remember that. Bye, y'all.